Danny Baker's Breakfast Show. Weekday mornings from 6. Danny Baker on BBC London 94.9.
Sally, pride of our alley. Your name, the whole world told me. Sally, Sally, don't ever wander away from the alley and the bee.
If I do nothing else, if this little treehouse we run here every morning does anything else, it should get a stamp dedicated to Jerry Monroe. Won Opportunity Knocks for 4.5 months.
Skies are blue.
With Les Reed and the orchestra, and it couldn't be more apposite this morning. As you know, we play this quite a lot. But Dave Spikey's with us, and already he's thinking, "Oh, I can use some of this," and you're not thinking that.
It's just it's like Cold Denver Light, really, isn't it?
Yeah, Cold Denver. It is. Yeah, with a little bit of Jackie Wilson. But here's a fella dragged from the valleys onto Opportunity Knocks, 1970. Key change. Here we go. That's not your pop idol.
And he thinks, what I'll do is I'll take an old Gracie Fields number and I'll jazz it up a bit.
Jazz it up.
Never been done.
Jazz it up.
He's the biggest expedition in the world, isn't it?
Well, say Les Reed in the background. And if I might, if you just forgive me for not, but when he gives it some of this, and this is a Bing Crosby number now, given the full. Just before we come to your statement. Anyone? Dex's Midnight Runners. Anyone? Dex's Midnight Runners. Anyone? Mr. Jerry Monroe. And this morning we are asking you to give us a call on 0207 224 2000 and scoop up a record for your parents. If ever you came back, if your parents came back about 11 and you were just getting off and you're 8 years old and they're on to go the record player with some of this and you had to give it, Mum! Or even worse, you come back from a club about 5:30, 5:45, this would go on, and the Hoover. Anyway, Dave Spikey is with us, of course, co-writer of Phoenix Nights and all that goes with it, and so this could not be more apposite.
Thanks so much.
So, how do you sit down physically and write Phoenix Nights? Do you just get around and giggle a lot and say, I remember this fella once? How much of it is dragged out?
A lot of it's memories, but a lot of it's just going out and meeting these people, just going out to clubs and just going and sitting in with, and they tell you these funny stories. They've got this funny thing happening in the club, and you listen, and they're not funny. None of the stories are ever funny.
Yeah,
but they're intrinsically funny. The whole environment's funny. You know, his name's funny. The things they act, the things they do is funny.
Yeah,
and that's what you get.
And are they big stars in very small ponds? I mean, it's something.
Oh yeah.
Something
like, like Jerry St. Clair. You know, he comes to him. He's a brick. He bricks. He fell into bricks. He didn't mean to get into bricks. It's like they cut him in half. He's got Accrington written all the way through.
and the idea, again, to give it to the in the soft old South, though, we obviously think these might be pastiches many years out of time. Is it still? It's not as viable as it once is.
But it's still there. I mean, I'd say, for instance, Bolton, there used to be like 12 good Friday, Saturday cabaret clubs.
Yeah.
And now we call them Wiki Men's Club, but social clubs probably better. You know, they are part of the community, and they're just great places. You know.
And the whole idea of taking the last drag of a cigarette, introducing yourself, and running onto the stage.
You know, and the Compa coming out with all that. You know, you've heard that whole story about allegations against the committee, and before we get the turn on and all that, and they're very hurtful. These allegations. I'm having a meeting somewhere. I want all the alligators there. Absolutely.
Colin Crompton, we talk long and hard about, of course. But Colin Crompton, when he did
the wheel tappers.
Attention, everyone! We're proud to announce next week we're getting new colour television for the lounge. This time we're going to get a red one. That was all about could you stop doing when he had Bill Haley and the Comets on? He said, I won't attempt the accent, but he said, could you please stop when Bill Haley's on? Not like last time. We want none of you to do the hand jive because one of the barmaids is deaf. She thinks you're ordering a round of drinks.
That's brilliant.
It's very, very good, isn't it? So this morning, what do you involve, Dave? Forgive me not knowing, but I never look at the thing for. Why have we got together this morning?
I'm plugging a DVD, I think.
Oh, you really?
I think
and this is your own act?
Yeah,
How distinct is your own act, of course, from Sinclair? What's the story?
Well, hopefully a bit more contemporary, to be honest with you. I don't know, really. I mean, I've done stand-up for a long time, and this has given me the opportunity to do it, so, you do it, and it's lovely. I didn't think anybody'd be interested, but just observational stuff.
You were saying off the... You did New Faces?
I did New Faces in a double act. 87 with...
Double act, go on.
Yeah, Spikey and Psyche. You must remember...
Let me think. Oh, man, of course. I remember the Psyche and Spikey. You changed the billing round there, haven't you? How did that... Really? So you did...
We came third to a Todmord and Whippet juggler, or something like that. I can't remember. And a Latvian plumber who played I've Got Sixpence Jolly Jolly Sixpence on a radiator. I don't know, but, I can't remember.
How much this show rhymes with it? We were trying to find the words the week before last, weren't we?
I've got Jolly Jolly Sixpence to last me all the day. So I've got tuppence to spend, tuppence to lend, and tuppence to
last me all my days. So you became third. What happens after you've come third? You've given it your shot. There it is. That was.
That's it. Yeah.
What happens then? Does rancour set in between the act, if you forgive the phrase?
No. Well, the mad thing was we'd never had a paid gig. we were very poor, and we supported a group, and the people from New Faces had come to see the group and liked us for some mad reason. I suppose we were like Hale and Pacey at the time, and they were just happening, and we'd never seen them. We were from Bolton, and they put us on the telly, and we had these really good acts, and then you just take bad advice, don't you? And I had this idea that we'd be two Russian comedians on an exchange visit. Little and Large were, as we speak, doing Vladivostok Wicked Men's. British Legion, Vladivostok British Legion, and we were over on a cultural exchange, so we went and did it in Russian, and I was translating for him. Well, it's a really bad idea. That was
used on Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you've ever seen it. They did that. They did. I think it was what's his name? Martin Short. And one of the other cast, it may have been. They did that. They did two Russian comics who nobody understood.
No,
they did that. Yeah, they did exactly that.
Did we predate that? Do you think 87?
I don't know. I don't know whether Psyche and Spikey made it across the pond.
They're giving it a bit the old Andy Kaufman.
Kind of, Now we're aiming top of the shop. This may have been no good, of course.
Needless to say, Nina Mishko didn't get it at all.
Right.
As did most of the audience, to be honest with you. But
the footage still exists. That's the exciting thing.
We had this really bad idea that he would come on, and I'd say he comes on he had a huge pantomime cow around his shoulder.
It's already good.
Listen,
how could this come third?
Fur hat, and all that. And I'm, what are you doing, Dimitri? He said, you say come out of the dressing room. He said, you put the kettle on. Put the kettle on.
Dimitri put the kettle on.
Put the kettle on.
I'm aware of that. I know, rib-tickling wordplay here, Dave.
The thing was, did the rest of the act with the cow. Never thought, bad guy, threw it away.
Take it up.
Did the whole 10 minutes with a cow.
The constant reminder of how poor that job was.
The show's own singer, of course, we mustn't overshadow him with Jerry Monroe. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tony Hiller.
We're making memories each time we kiss, making wonderful.
It's a magic morning, isn't it, all the way around?
When we are holding each other like this.
So when you choose your material in Phoenix Nights, Dave Spikey's with us, by the way.
Can you choose your dad? Consider my dad, the one my dad sang before I forget when he came home.
The what?
The song my dad sang that I want to claim for my dad.
Oh, go on then. What is it?
It's From a Jack to a King.
Oh, from a Jack
to a King.
One thing.
From loneliness to a wedding.
You see, Amy earlier on this morning, she said, well, let's include hip parents who like rock and roll. I said, no, there has to be.
What was his name? Ned something.
Ned Miller. Ned Miller. It wasn't it? From a Jack to a King.
Oh, wonderful, isn't it? And Nina and Frederick, Little Donkey.
Little Donkey. See, I agonised. My old man did give a song in pubs, could give a song in pubs, and still does give a song in pubs. But and so I agonised over what. And as I'm sitting here, all of his are being taken. When Your Old Wedding Ring Was New. All of those are going. Yeah. But I have claimed for my old man, wrap up some red roses for a blue lady, because he's got a good segue with that. I'm thinking of my mum's more Broadway. But when you choose the really disparate and inappropriate songs, for Jerry Sinclair to sing.
Yeah.
And we're thinking Brimful of Asher, of course, he said.
Asher Bosley!
How do you arrive at those, or are they?
We just all sit around and throw them in the hat, and then it's just what you can clear, isn't it? At the end of the day, a lot of publishers won't let you use stuff if you're going to parody it or if you're going to do it in that sort of style. So it comes down in the end to a short list of what you can do and what you can't. I mean, I did corned beef to Chris Montez. Call me.
Corned beef. Of course you did in the supermarket during your down years.
But we wanted Blondie. Call me, so it'll be corned beef! Corned beef anytime. Corned beef! We couldn't get it, you know.
Even with the success of the series, there's people are still digging their heels in. I thought it would have been a tribute and a salute now. It must have got easier, I'd have thought.
Well, maybe. I mean, we wanted to release them for Christmas. I think it would have been a double A side.
I was going to say that. Is there
wouldn't let us, no, just wouldn't clear.
Is there not a Jerry Sinclair?
It's only Axe, you see. You know what he's like.
Oh, I see. I suppose so. Yeah.
Idea.
So coming to your own tour, which I noticed is called the Overnight Success, with a degree of quotation marks around it.
Yeah.
Where was the first stage you walked on? How long ago? Where was it?
It was Golka British Legion near Huddersfield.
Yeah.
And it was an Australian theme night.
All right.
It was a lager promotion night. They had corks on hats, they had didgeridoos, they had boomerangs, they had everything. And Comper went on and he went, before we get the first acts on, I had to thank the lager people for bringing the lager in here. And he picked a boomerang up, straight off the piano, and he went, you think if I throw this it'll come back? And the bloke at the bar said, if it hits me, it bloody will. That was the first ever paid gig.
You did stand up then, or you?
Stand up, yeah, just trying it out in the working men's after the double act inevitably perished. In Scarborough over an argument concerning fish, and so tried it on my own, but went as far away from home as I could in case I wasn't very good at it. You know,
because I know you dabbled, if you forgive the phrase, in writing before Phoenix Nights really took off and stuff. I mean, what kind of hopes did you and Peter have for Phoenix Nights? That it was just going to do nicely? You can't imagine it would have turned into this.
No. It evolves though, doesn't it? Because you write. We started off writing bits of things that people have probably forgotten about now. We did a road movie, Mad for the A6. Yeah. Because they just done Route 60. I think Lenny Henry or Robbie Coltrane had done Route 66, and we thought, no, we just got a camper van and improvised this. I think it was mainly a regional programme. I don't know. We went on the A6. Then we did a thing called The Services, which was set in a service station in Bolton. Documentary. And from that was spawned that Peter Kay thing, which was 6 individual, and from that was Phoenix Nights. And so you just it's just a natural progression, and you just get so involved in it that you don't, you're doing good work. Yeah. Because you set yourself certain standards, but you never really anticipate. You don't even think of how big it's going to get.
And yet, I know it never leaves you the novelty of it, because I know he says sometimes you walk onto that set with crane shots and all this and think, this is proper, this is real.
Well, that's that buzz you get from writing a couple of sheets of paper about a bouncy castle that inflates into a giant
penis, yes, it does.
Can we say that? And but we had that idea for a completely different programme that we were writing, and we used it in that. We had this. It was going to be delivered by a lorry, and it already inflated, so you just see it going past hedgerows like on the back of a lorry.
Just forgive me, because I just want to share the line. This is a terrible thing to do, I know, but we're not here if nothing to abuse our position. I'm just going to play Tony Hiller again while I swap what I think is the funniest line, but we can't say on the air. Right. I was said that for a long time afterwards. It's
like he also said that. I've put the bin out and everything. It was putting everything on the end of it. Everything. You've done everything.
Yeah. Sorry, you couldn't hear the line.
You're still doing stand up and stuff. And it's interesting, when I went to see Peter Kay out at Hammersmith Apollo last year, it's like every northerner in London came out of the woodwork, and there was there were like thousands and thousands of them. It was brilliant because it was electric atmosphere. But what is it like for you going back up north and performing to audiences there?
It's just the same. I live in Bolton. Chorley. I live in Whitley Woods near Chorley. Chorley FM coming in your ears. Yeah. And they're great. I mean, Accrington and Burnley. I've just done Burnley Mechanics, Cole Municipal Hall, Huddersfield Town Hall, and they're just fantastic. And
how many people expect Jerry?
Well, that was the problem when I decided to tour. I thought, well, this is this is the thing. What's the expectation of people? Are they going to come and see Jerry? Are they coming to see me because they're not going to get Jerry? Although he does, I bring him on at the end for 20 minutes and he does all the medley and all that. Does the brimful of ash.
Does he? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
On the 45er, and with the action, and they all. Oh, it's amazing. You sing corned beef, and the whole bloody you get like 2,000 people singing. I just pause and then corned beef.
The gorgeous moment in that as well.
Salad, and
when Ray Vaughan's trying to find a song that doesn't begin with the lyrics, and he finally comes up, and the whole audience go, "Take my breath away."
It's just right. But the thing was, a lot of it's experience. I was doing a gig in Newcastle, and that actually happened. He kept doing that. The DJ just actually kept doing that. Just kept putting a record on. Going, I want the lyrics. I don't want the name of the artist. I want the lyrics. Bang! And it was like red wine. What?
How about the relationship between you and Peter then? I'm not looking for Abbott and Costello here, but of course it's Peter Kay's Phoenix Nights, and you're touring on the back of it, and of course, really nice. But Peter's
he's the man.
He's the man. He's the one.
It's his vehicle and all
so
that.
He orders you to wake him up in the morning with coffee and just
it's one of those things. I've probably not spoken to Peter for months, to be honest with you. I mean, he lives completely the other side of town than I. Well, I live outside Bolton now, and
you realise in London people looking down their nose now saying he lives on the other side of Bolton. What's that, like Camden? Come on, get it together. Not that far, is it? On the completely.
I know that ring road can be a right pig. You know what I mean? And so he's we have our own projects. I mean, I've written a sitcom and a drama, and he's been writing Max and Paddy a spin-off, and he's been touring, and I've been touring. So you don't get a lot of time.
So what is the state of play on Phoenix Nights then? Is it? I mean, I know.
No idea. I mean, it's up to Peter really. If he decides to bring Max and Paddy back to Phoenix Nights, he will. But we don't know because it's difficult, isn't it? Because it's like, how long do you leave it?
I mean, I hate to invoke the name as because it's further thrown into the hat. But I was Ricky Gervais last Friday, and he was saying, "Oh no, that's it with the Office." And he gave me that whole speech. I said, "You do realise though that it's like when you go and see your favourite band and they say, right, we're going to play only tracks from our new album." I said, if you suddenly turn around, and I understand the artistic integrity and all that, but if you said, "Oh, sorry, we're going to make another series of The Office," the sky will be darkened with hats. Now I know the public may be a voracious animal that just in the end eats the thing it loves, but another series, thrilled. I mean, Bilko managed to get through about 9-10 years, keep making series. Yeah. Surely there's one more.
Yeah. Well, I think that, and this is the first question that people ask me wherever I go. It's the first question, and there should be another one. In my opinion, there should be another one in a lot of people's opinion. But earning a nice few quid out of that DVD. Are you earning a nice few quid yourself out of DVD? 13p.
Oh, look at
Hey. Yeah, but you're commemorated in the Museum of Lancashire, aren't you?
I am.
Oh yeah.
I'm Charlie Face of Culture. I'm Charlie Face of Culture. I've got a bronze. They made me a bronze bust. I said to my mum, I haven't go and have me measured up for my bust. She said, "Are you doing panto?" I said, "No, not that sort of bust." They've made me a bronze bust. They didn't want it.
What is it in Preston?
It's in Preston, the museum. It's called It's Grin Up North.
You're joking.
It's Grin Up North, and it's all.
What else is in there?
But it's wonderful place. All Ken Dodd memorabilia, Les Dawson memorabilia, all Al Reed. All the
wow! Now you're talking. Yeah.
And I'm there. My bus is next to a miniature of Eric Morecambe. I mean, that's just madness, really.
Wow.
I'm just like,
how much of the old actors enjoy it? Because you say, you're a long time on the circuit before Phoenix Nights, and now, Dave Spikey is enough to fill a hole and all of that. Yeah. Do you go back and reclaim a couple of bits that you thought should have gone better first time had you been given a fair shake? Is there much old material in there?
I do. There's probably, if you watch the DVD, I think there's probably about 3 old jokes in there. And I make no excuse. I just say, that's a joke. And you get frowned on, on the circuit sometimes. Right. They go, you just do. People, that's an old joke. Do we need another old joke reaction? Well, yeah, we do, because it's my job. That's my job to make people laugh. I do some, you know them all, but they're really old.
Just coming back to the DVD, we don't have a copy at the moment, which is a bit of a shame, because I could go home and lay on the settee and watch that. Yeah. But, so it's out now, is it? And what is it? It's just
it was released yesterday. I did it at Leeds City Varieties, wonderful Victorian theatre.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Looks good, it looks great, and just go and have some fun.
That's the good old days, inevitably people say.
Yeah, exactly,
there's a show.
Well, that's it, I wanted to do it there.
Just once at I'm free and easy with me ideas. Free and easy night. I'm free and easy with me ideas on here. And I don't know why the BBC hasn't said Christmas evening we're going to do the good old days for 2 hours with modern turns doing old turns. I think it'd be a fantastic thing.
Absolutely.
Come and do what you want. While Danny's still with us, of course, to close the show, come on and do on Mother Kelly's doorstep. Exactly. That'll be that. So you plainly have a lot of affection and not only for the kind of actuate, but also for old turns. Who's the best turn you've ever seen, in your opinion?
Oh, Tommy Cooper.
Oh, you saw him, yeah?
Oh,
You saw him?
yeah. Tommy Cooper twice at a place called Blighty's in Falmouth, where we filmed Phoenix Nights, funnily enough, in Falmouth. And did the whole thing, he was in the bar and did all the opening from just sat at the bar drinking a vodka with a microphone. You used to pretend to be locked in the dressing room.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great business, isn't it? That is great business. Just
banging and then coming out and just having that gate on stage and just walking through it. And I went with a group of people and I was like, you slide off your chair, crying, can't breathe, stop. People next to you going, this isn't funny.
Great song, great spot. Well done, Douglas.
If I were a tower of strength, I'd walk away. I'd look in your eyes, and here's what I'd say. I don't want you. I don't need you. I don't love you anymore. And I'd walk out the door, and you'd be down on your knees, and you'd be calling to me.
But a tower of strength is a something.
I'll never.
What a song. I know Tom Jones gets a lot of the heat, but tell her, Stella's husband Frank, Frankie Vaughan, then you've got something going on, haven't you? So we're asking records you want to dedicate to your parents that they would come home and play. I'm not having Jake Thackeray in there, because I love the Thackeray. Nobody expected that, but that's not a parents' record. I do apologise, Clive in Chelsea. Got to apologise to you, Dave.
Why?
Your choice is gone. It's already been taken. I didn't look down the list. I'm sorry.
What about Little Donkey? Has that gone?
Little Donkey's gone? Yeah, Little Donkey's. Yeah, I know. There's a very voracious audience once they get going on this.
The thing is, a lot of records when we were growing up, there were those Embassy from Woolworths.
Yeah,
so they weren't even real people.
But that's the great thing about this, the version of It's Wonderful, Marvellous. I wouldn't have allowed the Ella Fitzgerald version of it, but the Ray Conniff version for Penny and Brentwood, you can have that. What you got there?
Simon in Windsor has emailed in and said, "Morning, Candyman. He'd like to claim a record called Baila La Yanka for his parents."
What's that?
They used to play it at night.
Oh, cool. Who's it by? Do we know?
I don't know. He says,
that's not a record, that's a game.
I was going to say playing it.
Let's have another go at Baila La Yanka. Get the board out.
He wants to actually know who it was by, because he started off this memory of his, and I don't know. Someone said it was Johnny and Charlie. I don't know.
I can't remember. Mickey and Griff I can vouch for, but I don't know about Johnny and Charlie. Let's try another one.
Back on the glue.
Let's try this. Let's try this. This just sounds like Jerry to me. It sounds like. But listen.
Be sure it's true when you say I love you.
The strange thing, there is Les Reed's orchestra playing behind, and it does sound like a all-in-one little keyboard thing playing, doesn't it? But anyway, we are after more and more of the records your parents would put on when they came home after a few T.O. Peppers and wake you up when you were 8 years old. Dave Spikey is good enough to stick around with us. You're on tour, of course. You're at the moment.
Nearly finished. I've got 4 more dates and a big special at Christmas in Manchester. Yeah, but I've got this weekend, and then I've done about 60 odd.
Yeah. See, I don't find. I mean, obviously, that Phoenix Nights, even though it's steeped and seeped in the north, it is not a north-south thing. Am I right here? Because it doesn't. It certainly doesn't.
It's not. I mean,
it certainly seems to be a working class thing, if anything.
Yeah.
But,
I think if you write a good comedy, though, it's got really identifiable characters and it's character-led, and people know those people and actually know people like that, then you forget where it's made. I mean, I'm a big fan of all the American comedies, and you don't have to
No,
from America.
But that's the extraordinary thing. Whereas everyone over here goes busting a gut trying to write the new Seinfeld or new Friends or new Frasier, we're not like that. And what you've done, it seems, is just said, look, let's not knock ourselves out being postmodern or what. Let's just do this big-hearted series about a load of great characters.
Well, and a lot of people actually do say, I don't get it. I just don't get Phoenix Nights. And there's nothing to get.
Really?
Yeah, there's nothing to get. It's
exactly.
It's observational. It's an exaggeration of real life.
Yeah.
And there are people like, what is there to get? All right, there's no jokes in it. We don't write taglines and gags in it.
No, but up to a point. I mean,
but people do want that, unfortunately, don't they, in a lot of stuff.
I mean, and it is the dialogue and it is the resonance and well, and it is the juggernaut that it is. Surprised by that, though, because as I say, you must have thought, well, here we go out on Channel 4 and we'll do okay, and but man alive, it is as I say, it is the Blur and Oasis.
It's difficult to really get, isn't it, because you get this cult status thing and people start talking about it because it was on Channel 4 and it was on late and when he got 1 million viewers, and by the time the second series comes, everybody's seen a video of it and they're waiting. There's that anticipation, expectation, and if you deliver, then it's just going to rock it off, which it did. It was a surprise, massive surprise.
And the outtakes part of it, I know they come as as given on any DVD now, but they are just so great to watch. Because earlier on you went a little high with one of your laughs, and I know Peter's laugh is absolutely extraordinary. The bottom lip goes over the top lip, and then you're good for 20 minutes there.
Oh, that scene, there's a scene, isn't there, with about 20 takes.
Yeah.
I mean, it never actually used in the programme. It was just too long a scene, but we just...
That's right, no, it doesn't show up in it.
Where he's talking about going out on the Christmas do, and he won't let us go, and all that, and
and coming on. So it is as much fun to film as it appears, yeah? I
mean, you know, it's tedious up to a point, but once you get on there and the cameras are rolling and you're doing it, it's fun. But,
you mentioned you wrote a drama a minute ago.
I've got a development deal with Channel 4. I'm writing a drama about some painters and decorators.
Oh, drama, yeah.
Well, I just had this idea that painters and decorators... My dad was a painter and decorator, and my wife's dad was, and my brother-in-law's, and I just know painters and decorators, and my best mate is. And
how can you write a drama about it? Because unless you're going to do the ragged trouser philanthropist again, it just begs the gag, doesn't it?
Well, no, it's... I just have this idea that they're in different houses every week, so you've got a different story every week, and you know, whether it's a council flat with a single parent and 3 kids struggling, and it's a posh house and she thinks she's got problems, and if you have the 2 stories parallel, and you can maybe just sort of, weave the stories together with these guys who go in there every week.
But the temptation just to it's going to be fun. All of us have got the stories. My very good mate, Peter King, who for a period was a painter and decorator, because it is one of those things you can just be, a painter and decorator. And he had his cards made up. He did about 3 weeks worth of film. This hour, I could do this on my own. Had these cards made up, and Peter King, wall coverings, painting, decorating. At the bottom, can work with silks. I said, what are you talking about? So well, a mate of mine did Rod Stewart's house, and he said it's the same as doing ordinary paint. Well, everyone's done Rod Stewart's house, it turns out. Yeah, can work with silks, but it's a straight drama, or it would be a
well, no, I think there's going to be a comedy element. When you get a group of lads together, working lads like that, they're going to look for the banter, they're going to look for the laughs as well. So it will be quite light and in those areas, but I'll try and mix it if I can. Try and make it.
So you hear the DVD is called Overnight Success, is it?
It's Spikey Live, it's the Overnight Success Tour. It's red, it's nice.
All a shake. And is this one of those Seinfeld things I'm telling you for the last time? Because once you put it out on DVD, you've got to come up with a new act next year, you know?
Half the reason you do... I mean, I was surprised, A, that they wanted me to do it, and B, I thought, well, yeah, it will stimulate me to write another hour, which I've been doing, so... Okay. Yeah, and it works that way, yeah.
Well, Dave, we're out of time, and it's been a tremendous thing, and I'd say more power to you, but it's all happening all over the place, and believe me, I was away from here last week, and I know the guests they had through here last week. At times were a little difficult, Elkie Brooks. A little difficult, some people like Elkie Brooks. We could have done at least another hour here, so and in honour of you, here is Liberace with To Dream the Impossible Dream. Another one hour takes us home. Dave Spikey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And the world will be better